Yeah, hi guys. Good morning. So today we are going to discuss about the regarding code repository, code repositories. Yeah, can you please go on mute code repositories? So if you have any doubts, then you can unmute it and they can ask me. So here, so once we are developing the code, right? We are writing the code for some programs like to develop one program or one project. To develop one program or project. So where we are developing, so this is developing in our local system. Okay, we are developing in our local system. But if I want to access, okay, if I want to access your code, so how I can able to access? So I'm not able to access. So that is the reason code repositories concept came into picture. Okay, in real time, code repositories. So it's like a server. Code repository is nothing but it's a server. So here we have GitHub and Bitbucket. So these are the tools. These are the repositories available in our market. Okay. So it is not a free one. It's not a free source. It's a licensed one. Okay. Licensed one. So GitHub, it is a free. We can create an account and we can use it. But most of the companies, they were using Bitbucket, and there are some companies, okay, there are some companies, they are going to use GitHub accounts too. Okay. So here first, so if it is in real time, so they have already creating the accounts, but here, if it is in a real time, sorry, if it is in our local, you have to create an account. So the things it is required, first we need to install Git Bash software. Okay, Git Bash software. Then need to create account in GitHub. So code repositories. So we have GitHub and Bitbucket. So here we can store our project in our real time so that everyone can access. If the same person is working in a same project, like not if the same person, if there are 5 people, they were working in a same project and they want to access your code and I want to access your code. So in that case, we are going to use GitHub over here. And sometimes we are going to use Bitbucket. So that is depends on our organization. So here, first we need to install, okay, Git Bash software in our system. Need to create account in a GitHub. Okay, I'll show you how to install software. Okay, just to go to Git download. Git downloads. So I'll share the link also. So this is the first link. So you have to click on first link. Okay, you have to click on first link. So here you can see whether it is a Mac OS or Linux OS or Windows. Click on Windows. So here it is a software, it is available. Okay, it is a software, it is available. So just click on like 64-bit. So if it is you are using 64-bit, then you can use 64. If it is 32, you can use 32. Just click on 64-bit here. So if you observe here, okay, if you observe here, so it is downloading. It is downloading. Okay, the software is download. Then what you can do is, okay, what you can do is copy paste into your personal library and just double click on this software. If you give double click, automatically it will get installed. Okay, just give on next, next, next. Okay, so in my system it's already installed. Okay, so no need to install again. So for your system you need to install like this. First you have to download the software. Okay, the link I will share you in a classroom notes. Okay, just first install Git software. Okay, fine. Then how to create a GitHub account. So it is for our personal, but if you are going to join in any organization, so they are already created, but they will give username and password. They will give username and password. Based on username and password, you need to log in. Okay, I'll show you what is GitHub also. Just to go to GitHub. So the very first link, okay, the very first link, click on here. I'll share the link. Okay. So here we have two options. One is sign in and sign up. Just click on sign up. Okay. So here you need to enter your email ID. And you need to create a password. Okay. So I have already created an account. Okay. I have already created an account. So I'm going to sign in now. But you guys need to create an account. Okay. So see, my account is already created. So that's why I'm able to log in here. So what are the steps you need to do? So first you need to install. First you need to install Git software, Git Bash software into your machine. Then you need to create a GitHub account. Okay. These are the first steps. Then after creating a software, after creating a repository. So this is called repository. This is a central repository where we are going to store our code. Okay. So what is the necessity of this repository? Suppose suppose I'm going to write a program here. There is a program for I in range of 1 to 100. So this program I can run in my system only. I am the person can access only this program because this is in my local system. Okay, this is in my local. Suppose there is some other person in your team, they want to access your code, or we need to push it into another regions. So okay, it's a local code. Okay, first we are going to develop the code in a local. local. Local in the sense our machine. Okay, our machine. So this is called local. So once the code is developed, so there are regions like dev region, development region, QA region, production region. Once you develop, okay, once you develop in a local, and if we complete unit testing, we will move to dev server or development region. Next, it will move to QA region. So here, the QA people will do testing. Once, okay, once QA is done, then finally we are going to move it into production. Production is nothing but live. Okay, this deployment activities, who will take care? Okay, deployment activities will take care as DevOps persons. DevOps, there is a separate team. DevOps persons will take care. There are DevOps people. Okay, they are going to take care of deployment activities, but you have to remember how many regions were there. So it is a local. So whatever the code we are writing and we are testing, that is called local. And we have a separate regions, dev, QA, and production. If you want to move the code into these regions, first we need to move it into our repository. So this is called repository, which I have created. Okay, I have shared the link also. You guys have to sign up with your email ID. Okay, once it is created, what you need to do? Okay, just here, if you observe here, recent repositories. So here you can see new. Here you can give your project name. So what is the project we are developing? Okay, so just I'll give Python. Just I'll keep it as batch 1. Okay, so this is the batch 1 repository. I'm going to keep it. So this is my project name. First you need to create a repository. Okay, first you need to create a repository. Just observe here. So here I have created a repository. Okay, this is the first step. I think spelling is wrong. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to rename it. So first you need to create a repository over here. So after creation of the repository, so here there is one option. Code. Okay. So here there is one option, code. You have to copy this link. HTTPS. Okay. This link. Okay. Copy. Just copy this one. Just observe here. Just observe. Go to your workspace. Just create one folder like, okay, it's in a workspace. Inside the workspace, you can create, if you want, one more folder. Workspace 1. So here, if you come here, give right click, you can observe Git Bash here. Just click on Git Bash because we have already installed Git Bash software. So here you have to remember there are some keywords, commands, okay, keywords and commands. I'll tell you, I'll give you the notes for everything. Git, okay, just observe Git clone. So clone is nothing but we are taking the repository we are taking the project from our repository. Okay, just paste it here. See, git clone your project name. So what it will do? So if you observe here, see, there is no folders. Okay, there is no folders and project names. Okay, it is cloning. Okay, just observe here. See, Python-Batch-1 is created inside the project. Okay, inside the project there is no files. So what you can do? So we have a Visual Studio software, right? You can open this project in a Visual Studio software and you can modify. I mean, you can add number of files into this folder. So here I'm going to start my project. I'm going to start my project. So just I'm going to print. So there are some classes. So inside the project, so there are some classes. So I'm going to develop one class like, okay. So there is a class like numbers dot py. So this is my first class. I'm going to develop. Okay, just observe here. Print hi Python. Okay, hi Python. Okay, good. Next, I'm going to write for I in range of 1, 100, 1, 100, print of I. So now this code, okay, where is my code? My code is in local. So just observe here. So it is not present in this repository. Okay, see, I can see only readme.md. Okay, so I don't see this code. Okay, after developing a code in the same repository, what you need to do? So we need to push our code. So before going to push, so first we need to clone the project, then we need to make a changes, then go to same project. Okay, go to same project, right click over here, git bash. Okay, git bash, again same project, git bash. Okay, now here you can observe git. If you give git status, so these are the untracked files. So untracked files in the sense, okay, it's not in a repository. It will show in a red color mark. Okay, so here what you need to do, if you need to add all the files, okay, git add, okay, git add star, sorry, dot. Okay, if we give git add dot, it will add into a repository. Okay, see here. Okay, now this is the tracked changes. Okay, it will move to green color. So git status. Okay, here we can see the status. So git add star. If you want to add only particular file, you can give number.py. Okay, if you have multiple files, okay, we are going to give dot over here so that it will move it into origin. Okay, so origin or main. Okay, fine. Now next step is git commit -m. So you can give, so what is this program? Okay, or initial commit. Okay, I'm going to give it as initial commit. Okay, create a module numbers.py. Okay, now after committing a module, you need to push it. Git push -u origin main. So main is the branch. Okay, so in this branch we are going to push it. Just observe here. Okay, see, now the code is pushed into your repository. I'm going to refresh this page. See, numbers.py got pushed into my repository 35 seconds ago. Okay, just observe. See, now I can see this code. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with this project to everyone so that you can also access it. Okay. So this is my repository. I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay, let's keep it into class notes. So now everyone can access this link and they can see my code too. Okay. So again, there are few changes. Okay. I need to make some changes into my project. So what you need to do, just go to your repository, git pull. Okay. So that it will take the latest changes into your repository. Now go to your project where your project is located, Python-Batch-1. So okay. Now I want to modify something here. I want to modify something here. So I want to add some more logic. Okay. Just I want to keep with the 5 number difference. Okay. I'm going to save it. So okay. I have modified the existing class as well as I'm going to write one more class here. I'm going to write one more class here. Just I'm going to keep it as hello.py. So here I'm going to write a logic for this class. Print hi. So now I have modified in one class and I have created one new more class. Okay. Now go to your Git Bash. Now go to your Git Bash. So if you don't have the Git Bash already open, okay, go to your project and right click over there and Git Bash here. Just observe. So this is the main is the branch name. Okay. So here we can create number of branches. Okay. I'll tell you what is branching under. Okay. Just observe Git status. See, if you observe here, so there is one tracked changes, but we have modified numbers.py. Okay. There is one untracked file in the sense. So it is a new file. Okay. Next, what is the command? Git add dot. This means it will add all the files into your origin. Okay. Now, if you see the status, see, it's in a green color. That means it's in a tracked files. Okay, fine. Git commit -m new logic. Git, okay, commit is done. So now what I'm going to do, git push -u, you means user, okay, origin. What is the branch? Main branch. Okay, I'm going to push it here. Okay, fine. Just push it here. Okay, now the code is pushed. So if you observe this one, there is only one class, right? Okay, I'm going to refresh now. See here, 30 seconds ago, new logic. Okay, new logic. So here you can see the difference too. Okay, there is an history. Okay, so who is changed at what time? Okay, what time we have modified the code and what time we have committed the code. Okay, everything they can see. Okay, this is the first version of this, and this is the second version. Okay, you commit details. Okay, these are the commit details. See here. So earlier, okay, previously, so if you observe this one, so there is a red in the sense, okay, it is deleted and it is added. Everything we can track it. So, okay, this is a tracking. Okay, so here we can track everything. So what line of change you have made it. Okay, so suppose there is one project you made something and you pushed into repository, and there is some person will come and he will ask, okay, did you make changes my code? If you say no, they can easily identify, okay, whether you have changed it or not. Okay, but be careful while changing the code and committing the code. So if you change the code, then you can say yes, otherwise no. Okay, that is one thing. So here, so this is how we can push the code into our repository. Okay, this is my repository. So here, if we observe this repositories, okay, so you can also create one personal repository. This is my personal repository, not for office purpose. Okay, Python-Batch-1 is the project name or repository name. So if I want to give my repository to anyone, just go to code and you can give this one. I have pasted into a chat box. You guys can try to access it, and please let me know whether you are able to access or not. Just try to access.
Yes, sir, now it is accessing.
Okay. See, I have written a code into my local, but how you are accessing? Because we have pushed the code into our code repository. Okay. So everyone can access your code if it is in a public mode. So there are some public and private. Okay. So while creating the repository, if we create the repository in a public mode, only you can access it. Okay. That is the one thing. So what you guys need to do, you need to install first GitHub software into your machine, GitLab. Okay. Then GitHub account, you need to create it. So after creating, you need to create a repository. So after creation of the repository, what we have done, so we have added few lines or few files into your workspace. After adding the files, after creating the project and you have made some changes, so how to push into repository. So that part we are going to see here. So what is the first command? Git status.
Status.
Okay, you can see the status. Next, git add dot. It will add all the files. Okay, it will add all the files. Okay, if you want to keep, it will add all files to origin. Okay, check the status. So very simple. Check the status. What happened? One minute. Where is my charger? వాడేం తీసుకెళ్ళాడు చార్జర్ సర్లే yeah the first step is git status and after that git add star sorry not star git dot then what is the next step so after adding the files you need to commit it okay git commit so if you want you can check the status again git commit -cm here you can write a comments okay you can write comments so why we are writing okay comments for code so that we can easily understand next git push sometimes git push also work sometimes you need to give git push -u origin okay origin master or main so if it is a main branch so main is here main is the branch name here main is the branch here main is the branch so these are the basic commands okay these are the basic commands you need to remember so here just observe so there are 5 people okay 5 people in your project okay there are 5 dev people they all are working in the same project okay so in that case we need to create a branches we need to create branches so how we are going to create a branch means okay git branch git branch okay so I'm going to create develop branch so one person is going to push it into develop branch and if you create another branch like test okay so there they are going to create it into test branch git branch develop okay so just observe here now all the code into main branch so this is called branching okay so if you observe here so only one branch is available only one branch is available I'm going to create git branch develop see now the branch is going to create and you want to enter into that branch git checkout into use git checkout develop see if you observe here so this is the branch name main okay now it will move into okay if you observe this one if you observe this one it is changed to main to develop also you can go and check in your repository okay I'm going to refresh here so still nothing is pushed right okay so what we can do git status and just develop nothing to commit okay working tree is clean okay fine so I'm going to add some files otherwise I'm going to modify something here see here so we have modified numbers.py so what is the command name git add star git commit -m logic changes so here git push -u origin. So what is the branch? So it's not main branch. It is a develop branch. Okay, develop. Okay, it is pushed into, see here, Python batch. Okay, Python will you into develop. Okay, if you observe here, see there are two branches. It is available. Okay, if you click on this one, you can see develop branch. Otherwise, you can see, so there is a branch, two branches here. Okay, so what are those two branches? Okay, you can see everything over here. Okay, so sometimes we need to work on uh, test branch or master branch. So that time only you need to push the code from pull the code or push the code from only those. Okay, finally we are going to move it into main branch. So this is the develop branch. See, in develop branch also we have same code and we have pushed into our code in